joke, I don't. In point of fact, since I did make a really bad joke about that, and I do want to say something. When we teach, particularly like concealed carry, that's a really key course for this. I spend almost as much time talking about how not to get in trouble as I do what to do when you do get in trouble. It is far more important in life in general to have situational awareness everywhere you are. Know what's going on around you. Here's something that I do in all my classes, and this will be great in here, because there's no way. If you close your eyes for a minute, can you tell me how many exits there are to this room? If there's a fire, you know which way to go? How many exits are there? You know what I'm saying? Okay? So what I'm telling you is, people are not aware of their environment. And that's the kind of thing that's going to get you killed, potentially. Obviously, it's not likely, but it's potential. Because you never know who you're dealing with. Everybody thinks, bad guys have, they do the gang sign, and they got the teardrop under the eye and a half baseball cap sideways, and that's true. If I see a car that's going, and I'm hearing the guys, doing it, I want to look in that car, okay? No. There's drugs and there's guns. Is that profiling? Sure, but it works. But, I'll say 2 words. Ted Bundy. Anybody remember Ted Bundy?
Oh, yeah.
The jailers on death row liked Ted Bundy. He got marriage proposals from women he'd never met on death row. So you never know when you're going to encounter somebody, so it's up to you to be aware of your situation all the time to protect yourself so that you can avoid getting into it. Okay, so we do spend more time telling you how to avoid it. Yeah.
Who can carry legally, like if you own a bar?
State of Illinois?
If you're an elected official, can you carry legally?
No, that's a big myth.
How about a bar owner?
Here's the deal. In the state of Illinois, and this varies a little bit in Chicago, which is a surprise. Yeah, there's a real surprise, isn't it? Gee, Chicago's got special rules. But fortunately, we're getting rid of Daley. Oh, yeah. Yeah, really. At least he was getting mummified. Okay, that's a big misconception. Elected officials cannot carry a firearm. I will conceal it. I'll tell you where that comes from. Guess who can carry a concealed firearm? Chicago City Aldermen. Oh no, that's a mistake. No, it's not. Back during the Prohibition days, since they were all on the dole, right? They were all getting paid off. They were carrying guns to protect themselves. So they elected, the Chicago City Council elected itself as a peace officer, and no one ever contested it. The state never went, no, you're not, and it stuck. And they're the only people in the state of Illinois that can carry a concealed firearm that really is legitimately not what is classified as a peace officer. Now, the term peace officer is a little slushy. All right, it's cops, obviously, but it's also, there's certain security guards, detectives, there are certain people that can do that. But in the state of Illinois, you may have a firearm in your home, on your property, not in Chicago. In Chicago, it has to happen like in your bathroom at 2 in the morning for it to be legal. Literally in Chicago, you can't have a gun on your front porch or in your garage, okay? That's illegal. It's only in your house. That's just Chicago. The rest of the state, you can have a firearm on your property, okay? So if you want to wear your favorite Castle 454 Magnum with 5 tow missiles in your garage, more power to you. And you can have one in your place of employment if you own it, or if the person who owns it says you can have a firearm in your place of employment. And the proof of the pudding is, go to pretty much any gun store in Illinois, go to Megasports, which is my favorite place, but go to Megasports, and I have seen small countries with armies smaller than the people who are armed in Megasports. So that's your choices. So if you owned a bar, I mean, that's a private business, so I don't see why not, if you own it. Who else? Somebody, yeah.
I have 2 questions.
We charge